What's going on YouTube? This your boy Perfect Cell, and I'm back with another video. Now previously I made a video on what if I had a son, and if you ain't seen it, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all check it out. It's gonna be in the link in the description. You know, it was on like if I had a boy, like what would I do and what would I teach him. Now this video is right here is on what if I have a daughter, and what if I would teach her from time that she turns 10. Now the reason why I say for 10 for my daughter and 14 for my son is because, well, women mature faster than men do. And although they gain a vast amount of wisdom at an early age, they need a sense of guidance because, well, when I was a kid, I wasn't necessarily smart, but I was wise. And although I was wise, I sort of did lack direction because, well, I didn't really know who I really was until I was 23. And I want my daughter to have the same sense of direction, skills, and attitude, and also options along with that wisdom. So with no further ado, here goes some things that I would teach my own daughter. First thing I would teach my daughter is success is the best revenge. Alright, now I know what I just said sound cliche, but it's the truth, you know. And the reason why I say this is because, well, women by nature, they're very vindictive, and in some cases it's not even that serious. You know, any opportunity that they had to screw you over, if you on their bad side, they will jump on it. You know, I did seen a dude get kicked in the balls just because she got hit by a ball in a game of dodgeball. Man, that's a lot of balls in this sentence. No homo. But yeah, what I would teach my daughter is, if you want to get back at your enemies, the best way to do it is to work hard at what you got going on, and then when all of these accomplishments come around, flex on them, you know, because 9 times out of 10, these cats that are trying you, you know, they have nothing going for themselves. You know, like they might look like they're doing good, but looks can be deceiving, you know. And like for my future son, my future daughter, like, you know, I ain't gonna have her be no punk or nothing like that. Somebody hit her, like she better like kick their asses. Oh man. But yeah, that's the first thing I'll teach my daughter is success is the best revenge. Now the next thing I also teach her is that men are greedy. Now before all of y'all red pills out there say, damn, Perfect Cell done sold out, you know, you done turned into a whole simp. This video is not for the red pill, alright? This is simply for the best interest for my future daughter. And for the people who's about to have a girl on the way, you know, I'm making this about y'all. Or if y'all already have a daughter, I'm making this about y'all too. So yeah, but just because I make pro male videos does not mean I think men are perfect. All right, like we ain't worth the deuce either, but our reasoning is different. All right, see, women, they're trifling, but men are greedy. Now for all my viewers that's from the South, when I say trifling, I mean the dictionary meaning, to where it means scandalous and or lazy. You know, that's what I mean. Now I know like y'all meaning to the word trifling, it means that like y'all nasty, but that's not what I mean by that. But yeah, men, there's some greedy bastards, and we often take, and most of the stuff that we try to get, we either don't need or don't want after we get it. You know, we're just trying to keep up with the Joneses, whatever that means, but you know, old people say it though. But yeah, we try to keep up with the Joneses, and all the while, we don't even give a damn about the Joneses. We just want to keep things for ourselves. You know, and I want my daughter to understand so that she'll know that most men will stop at nothing to get what they want. And one way you can catch them like that is if they're trying to compete, they're trying to compare themselves to somebody else or trying to compete with that person. You know, they're trying to get you for some bragging rights. And well, just to flex on whoever they're competing with. Even if there is no Joneses, you know, like you gotta make sure that they going hand for you and only you and nobody else. All right. Now, third thing, she can't be bought. Now, being spoiled and not growing up getting everything that you want all the time, they both have their ups and downs. Now, me, I grew up poor. All right. I wore hand-me-down. I probably only got new clothes like once or twice times out the year. And all the cats in my schools, they come to a new wardrobe like every month. And dead ass, I literally hit my 20s before I got my driver's license. I got I got my first car like not too long ago. While my homeboys, they've been whipping since high school. See, the upsides of growing up poor is that it builds character and you appreciate more. The downside is when you get a little bit of change, all of that self-control goes straight out the window. You let your better judgment be on the back burner just because you see the temptations, of fancy cars, fancy restaurants, fancy clothes, and the whole 9 yards. And women, they got it worse because, well, they tend to do things based off of feelings and emotions anyway. And this is why I want to show my daughter the good life. That way she won't be impressed by some cat in a Lambo dressed in Gucci and gold just because, all because, well, she can't be bought. I don't want her to be, oh, I want to get with this dude because he got this money, that money, this money, that money. Like, nah, that's not the way about it, And the next thing I would teach her is enjoy the little things in life. Like I said before, there's an upside and a downside to being spoiled. And the downside to being spoiled is quite obvious. It's not appreciating the small things that others would like. It's not being complacent, it's being humble and being fortunate of what you got. So I want my daughter to be spoiled, but I also want her to understand certain values about things, of what we have, and be thankful for it because many people may not have it. Like I said, I grew up poor. And I wish I had some things as a kid that most kids have, and I even had some things that most kids don't have, like video games, TV in my room, and the whole 9. I think the first time I never had a TV in my room was when I was in Job Corps. That was about it. And I think we had internet. Well, I didn't get internet till I was like a teenager. But yeah, man. And we also had cell phones in the whole 9 yards. And well, I want my daughter to appreciate what she got because she finna have more than me as a kid, even if it kills me. Okay, the next thing that I will teach her is make sure that your slut phase in life is just that, a phase, alright? Now, me knowing what I know about female nature, I can honestly say I would rather have a son if I were to have kids. And one of the reasons why I would rather have a son is because, well, my son's slut phase is usually like his slut phase happens when he's grown. Usually, not all the time, but most cases is when he's grown. My daughter's slut phase, well, a woman's slut phase starts like way early, like in high school and all that other stuff, because you got to remember, women mature faster than men, therefore women are going to get into more stuff than men will. And in some cases, when women go through their slut phase, it never goes away, and that's the thing that I'm worried about. I'm worried that her phase may turn into a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Not to say that there's nothing I can do about it, but I'ma just be real, y'all. Like, for y'all out there who got a daughter, she's gonna go through a slut phase. Yes, fool, your daughter is gonna go through a slut phase. Don't be like, oh, not my baby. Yes, your baby, your little princess is gonna end up being the slut at one point in her life. It just is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, one thing that you can do is try to teach her right from wrong. And hopefully just pray that her phase is just a phase. Just show them the consequences of living like this, and really the rest is up to her. I'ma tell her like a TI is, and cross my finger that is just a phase. But hey, listen, you gotta encourage her to be responsible for making her decisions, and if she makes the wrong decisions, she gotta know that it's wrong. Well, she should already know by then that it's wrong, but she gotta know not to do it again. That's basically what I'm saying. Finally got that off my chest. Next thing I'll teach you is protect yourself wherever you go. Now, remember when I said that men are greedy? Well, some men, they take that greed and crank it up to 9,000.
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
Yep, they will do that. And they will stop at nothing to get what they want. Now, some feminists will say, oh, women should go and have a good time without worrying about this and that and the third, without this guy hitting on her. Like, Like, I know this. You ain't gotta say this to us. Like, we know this. What I'm saying is, go out there, have a good time, but also be prepared for the worst case scenario. Because, well, at the end of the day, there are some sick bastards out here. There's some sickos out here, and I want my little girl to be prepared and be safe from this world. She ain't always gonna be safe, but I want her to be prepared for the worst case scenario. Now, this is not me saying, oh, every man is out to rape her or nothing like that, but this is just me saying that it's a sick and dangerous world out there, and women, they got it bad. Like, they got it worse than us, And I'm gonna be real. If my baby gets raped, I'm gonna end up spending the rest of my life in jail for murdering the son of a gun that raped her. Alright, next thing I'll teach you is get involved into extracurricular activities. Now, if there's anything I wish I would have done in high school, I wish I would have done like more cross country, more drama, and more creative writing. Because, well, I love to write. I love to write, things that come to mind. And that's for drama and cross country. Like, I did that my senior year, but if I would have did those things earlier, like, the skies would have been the limit for me, man. Like, in cross country, I'm not saying that I would have got a gold medal out of high school or nothing, but I would at least, that cross country probably would have honed me into like track or any other sport, and that probably would have got me some scholarships if I applied myself, you know what I'm saying? And better yet, what about drama? Like, if I would have did drama like earlier in my childhood, I'll probably be ahead. I'll probably be doing plays out in Norfolk right now, or Richmond, or wherever I'm gonna be living at. You know what I mean? Like, I probably would have been doing that by now. But let's be real. When I was in high school, all I really cared about was chasing some hoes. I wasn't even thinking about no extracurricular BS. Like what is extracurricular? Oh man. But that's not the reason why I want my daughter to be involved. The reason why I want my daughter to be involved is because, I want her to grow her talents, and I also want her to network, because she might end up meeting somebody who has a foolproof idea for something in the future, and she may need her charisma or her intelligence, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether that someone is a teacher, a teammate on the football, basketball team. Wait a minute, she a girl. Basketball team, or a friend. Like, it's good. A friend, like, these stuff is like good to have when you're networking. Networking is a skill. Don't let nobody say nothing else. But listen, it's good to have a skill, but scratch that. It's good to have the talent, but you need more than talent to make it out there. You need skill, and you need networking. Well, networking is skill. You know what I'm saying? Say, potato. And all I gotta say is this: only way you can do that is put yourself on an adventure. And what is more adventurous as a child, well, as somebody who's growing as a prodigy, is to go into extracurricular stuff. That's adventure in of itself. And last and certainly not least, I would teach her, don't open the next door until that last door is closed. All right. Now, I already told you about imprints on my backup channel, but let me just make this clear. Just because somebody imprinted you does not mean that you can't get over them. All the imprint really is just somebody who you dated has set the bar for you. That's all what an imprint is. You can get over them. Like, it's not easy to get over them. I'm not gonna say it's easy to get over them, but you can get over them. But, and with that being said, like, I want my daughter to not, like, get into the next relationship with this other dude when she's not over the last cat. That's not fair. That's not fair to the dude that she's dating, to the dude that she used to date, and it's not fair to herself. And women, they basically jump into a new relationship, and now dudes, they do it too, but women do it more. They typically jump into a new relationship without being over the last relationship. And the reason why they do this is because, well, women are emotional people. They're emotional. You know, so like when they get into a new relationship, like they may not be over their last ex, but and you know what, they don't even give a hoot if they is or not, you know. And I don't care what nobody said, that type of method is unhealthy, you know, because basically you with this dude, but you thinking about somebody else, you know. And then she pretty much look like the bad person, and then like the dude that she dating, he's like, oh well, why the hell am I even here? Like, you don't care about me. And then what if the dude that she left wants to get back with her, but she's with somebody else? Now he moving on and like, yeah, you know what, forget her, she had a chance and stuff like that, you know. It's things like that, you know what I'm saying? Or better yet, what if the guy that she's with do something that reminds her of her ex, and she's not over her ex, and now she feels some type of way? Like, you gotta, like, people really gotta take stuff like this into account. And then you also gotta understand this: the dude that she's dating now, he's probably like all good to go, and he's probably living life, he's probably enjoying life, and now she's bringing this negativity onto this new relationship. And if the dude's a simp, he's gonna stick around. It's gonna mess him up, you know. I've seen it get done before. I've done it before, and I've been through it before. I know what I'm talking about. But anyways, that's gonna be the end of this here video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would do if you would have a daughter. And I also want to say this: may you all have a Merry Christmas and all a good night. This is your boy Perfect Cell, and I'm Ghost.
Sweet Mary J, Mary Kate, and Ashley, two twins rolled up. I think it was a Saturday.